Access, Training for Real-Time Interlingual Subtitlers. This is Unit 2, Linguistic Competence. Element 3, How to Cope with Speech-Related Challenges. Adjust delay in real-time interlingual subtitling, created by UAB and SSML. The learning outcomes for this unit are to adjust delay by means of simplification, apply exit standards, and guidelines, particularly in TV working contexts. In this unit, we will be dealing with the following points: delay in real-time interlingual subtitling, delay in TV working context, text simplification, standards and guidelines, and we will finish with a summary. Delay in real-time interlingual subtitling. The term delay in real-time interlingual subtitling refers to the lag between the speaker's oral speech and the subtitles displayed on the screen. As with any other form of live interpretation, there is an inherent delay or latency in real-time interlingual subtitling between the word being spoken and appearing on screen in a subtitle. This results from the time needed for the spoken word to be heard, respoken, or typed, recognized, and processed through the subtitling software and shown on the screen. The longer the delay, the less satisfactory the viewer experience. In terms of satisfaction, these delays must be perceived by deaf and hard of hearing viewers as their main disadvantage, as it makes it impossible to combine listening and viewing that allow them also lip reading. According to the latest report of the European Federation of Hard of Hearing published in 2015, quantity of subtitles is sometimes being put above quality. As it is stated in the report, it is essential that quality is maintained alongside increasing quantity, otherwise the purpose of subtitling is lost. In some cases, audience lack of knowledge about the complexity involved in the production of real-time interlingual subtitles often led them to make unrealistic demands, such as subtitles should be 100% accurate with no delay. It should be taken into consideration that real-time subtitles are produced just moments before they can be transmitted. Consequently, they will always lag behind the original audio signal. Key factors. We will start this section with the key factors that have an effect on delay in TV working context. Let's look at which are the causes behind. From all the audiovisual content available to audiences, live programs and events pose the greatest challenge to real-time interlingual subtitles, who in this scenario are required to provide accurate subtitles that reach the viewers with as limited delay as possible. In fact, unlike pre-recorded subtitling, real-time interlingual subtitling has to be produced in real time, which leads to delay and errors. The delay of real-time interlingual subtitles, especially in TV settings, depends largely on the following factors: the availability and use of pre-recorded scripts, the real-time interlingual subtitling technique used, the genre of the program, the display mode, and the occurrence of specific technical issues during transmission. Pre-prepared subtitles. According to several research studies, when scripts are available and pre-prepared subtitles are combined with real-time interlingual subtitles, the average delay is reduced to 3 to 4 seconds, and on rare occasions even to 2 to 3 seconds. However, this is not always possible. In fact, it will mainly depend on the genre of the program. There are different genres of programs in the TV working context, and all of them present different challenges to real-time interlingual subtitles in terms of delay. For instance, in the case of sport programs or events, talk shows, and entertainment, utterances of the speakers are more spontaneous than in the news or weather forecast programs, where in most cases a script is available. In addition, in some cases, different speakers speak at the same time. These factors make real-time interlingual subtitling more difficult, and subtitles seem to be erratic and present a larger number of errors and inconsistencies. In terms of delay, subtitles made using fast typing techniques such as Velotype have less delay, an average of 3 to 5 seconds, than those made by respeaking technique, which are closer to 6 and often 7 seconds. In terms of display modes, in the UK, real-time interlingual subtitles are displayed mainly verbatim, in a word-by-word scrolling mode, in order to reduce the delay as much as possible. In countries such as Germany, Spain, and Italy, real-time interlingual subtitles are displayed in blocks. Whereas this last display mode increases delay since the text is not transmitted automatically until the maximum number of characters in a subtitle row has been filled. In terms of readability, it is easier to read subtitles displayed in a block mode than subtitles displayed in a verbatim mode. Finally, there are some intrinsically technical issues related to delay. If a real-time interlingual subtitler receives the live signal at the same time the signal is broadcasted, the real-time interlingual subtitles will be displayed on the screen with some delay, which is the time needed for the real-time interlingual subtitler to listen and reproduce the speaker's words, and for the editor, if present, to correct and send the subtitles on the screen. To minimize latency, some broadcasters delay their signal, something which is known as antenna delay. Text simplification. As it has been described in real-time interlingual subtitles, is always fighting against delay. In order to reduce delay, real-time interlingual subtitlers apply text reduction or simplification. Two main suggestions are to eliminate what is not relevant for the comprehension of the message and to reformulate what is relevant in a concise form. Basic guidelines. Although there are no strict fixed rules for simplification, there are a number of basic guidelines that can apply to real-time interlingual subtitlers. Some of which are: pay attention to the transition from oral to written mode. Formulate short, well-formed sentences. Pay attention to segmentation and layout. Match the subtitles with the visual information. Render the essence of the message within the given reading speed. Keep in mind that your target audience is expected to know. Standards and guidelines. Standards and quality. Several subtitling standards and guidelines include delay as quality indicator, along with other aspects, such as the speed of the subtitling, the latency of the subtitling, and the number and type of errors. There is no fixed international standard rule for delay. It is important to distinguish between standards and guidelines. Standards are ratified by standardization bodies and are official, while guidelines are recommendations, and in fact, different standards are applied in different countries. For instance, in the case of the UK, according to the Ofcom standard for subtitling, the recommended maximum delay in real-time interlingual subtitling is 3 seconds, while in Spain, according to the UNI standard for subtitling, the recommended maximum delay is 8 seconds. Another problem is that broadcasters often apply different standards depending on the delivery platform. In the case of guidelines, it is the case that broadcasters in the same country apply different guidelines, even if they refer to the same standard. Main challenges. As main challenges, we can highlight the following points. Decalage has to be kept. Keep up with fast dialogues. Speaker and non-verbal elements identification. Punctuation and segmentation. Summary. As a summary, we would like to stress the following points. Delay is the lag between the speaker's oral speech and the subtitles displayed on the screen. It is essential that quality of the real-time interlingual subtitles is maintained alongside increasing quantity. Key factors of delay in TV settings are available scripts and pre-prepared subtitles, subtitling technique use, genre of the problem, and display mode and technical issues. Also, to reduce delay, real-time interlingual subtitles apply text reduction or simplification, and there is no fixed international standard rule for delay. Exercises. The exercises for this video lecture are in the trainer's guide and the PowerPoint file.
LTA Live Text Access, Universitat Autònoma de Barcelona, SDI, Internationale Hochschule, Scuola Superiore per Mediatori Linguistici, ZDF Digital, European Federation of Hard of Hearing People FHO, Velotype, SUBT-Access, European Certification and Qualification Association ECQA. Co-funded by the Erasmus Plus program of the European Union. Erasmus Plus project 2018-1-DE01-KA203-004218. The information and views set on this presentation are those of the authors and do not necessarily reflect the official opinion of the European Union. Neither the European Union institutions and bodies, nor any person acting on their behalf, may be held responsible for the use which may be made of the information contained here.